Hello, everybody. I am in Austin with a very special guest. This is Jose Garza. Jose, thank you so much, man, for taking a few minutes with us. We got a very special car behind us here, and this is the vehicle that drove itself from the factory to your place. Yeah. Which is just crazy. You blew up the internet, blew up the auto industry. Yeah, man, thank you so much for taking a few minutes, but tell us, like, first thoughts. What was it when you saw that thing rolling up?
It was amazing. I guess it's the least amount of work I've ever had to do to get a car.
Right.
I just stood outside and it rolled up in my driveway.
That's crazy. And what was it like? Like, kind of tell us about the experience of, you know, first ordering the vehicle. Like, was this your first car that you bought?
Yeah. So I got the car, and then I got a call from Tesla. They were telling me, they were asking me, first of all, you know, if I wanted to be part of this. I didn't know how big this was at first. So I told them, you know, I'm just going to check, because they were telling me that the car they might give me is going to be different and stuff like that, like the interior. So I was like, okay, can I let you guys know the next day? And then the next day they called me back and they said, you know what, we actually were able to get the interior that you wanted in the same color. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to be a part of it. And then I did some research. So I wasn't up to date on the timeline of autonomous delivery. So yeah, overall, little by little, I even got even more excited. And then when you know, the Tesla engineers came the day before to do some setup, just like realized how big it was as well.
What was that like, the setup? Like, what kind of stuff were they doing?
They were kind of setting up camera angles to making sure that they got, you know, some good angles when the car arrived.
Okay.
What else? That was mostly, yeah, just like telling me about some, just like how everything was gonna go, just like the whole process and everything, and yeah. That's
very cool. Were you nervous at all?
Yeah, I was very nervous.
Yeah?
I was very nervous. I actually had a friend come with me because I was pretty nervous. It was very new to me, but when, you know, everything started, it was great. Yeah.
How many guys showed up, like, kind of the first, you know, to do their setup with their angles kind of the day before, versus how many guys showed up when you actually got the car?
So it was the two, I think they're the lead engineers for the FSD. You know, they're working on it for a lot of years now. And then a manager, the original manager, was working with me. And then it's like some camera people, I think about 8 people.
Okay.
And the day of, it was like probably 25.
Really?
I saw a picture. It was like the whole team.
I saw that Ashok was there. Shout out to Ashok. Hung out with him actually at the We Robot event in California. So I was able to drive in the cybercab, and he was there, and just that was such an epic day. And really, I mean, that was the craziest day for autonomy up until this point, because that was a controlled environment. This thing's out in the wild, which was just totally nuts. Like, it's really actually still hard to believe. I mean, like I told you off camera, like, I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity here. This is the car. This is the first ever vehicle that has driven itself. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's probably the first product that's been ordered and then delivered itself to the customer. I mean, you could have a drone drop something off, but this thing friggin' drove itself. That's totally nuts. So how's it feel driving it around Austin, knowing that you're like the one of one?
It's amazing. I have to be careful with it, but it's pretty good. It's been pretty
Who knows?
Great,
yeah, it could be a collector car one day.
Yeah, maybe one day.
And how's the drive been? Like, how's the car been? What's your experience been like?
Everything's been really smooth, actually. Like, the battery has been lasting a very long time. I don't really have to charge my car until like every week and a half or so. So it's very, very comfortable. And the other day I drove to San Antonio, and there were a lot of superchargers on the way. It was my first time using a Tesla supercharger. I couldn't believe that. Like, from 10% to 80, it was like 25 minutes.
It's quick.
I couldn't believe it. It was crazy. Like, other superchargers, or not superchargers, but chargers in my building, they take like 2 hours. They only charge like 15%, 20. But yeah, Tesla definitely has made it accessible to also do like road trips. Yeah. And like stuff like that.
And you find it easy to use?
Yeah, very easy, super easy.
And so, speaking of easy to use, so let's kind of wind the clock back before the delivery, before the setup. What was it like kind of first learning about Tesla? Like, what was your first exposure to Tesla? And then how did that go from first finding out about these vehicles to actually, you know, ordering one on your phone?
So my father has the Model Y, but the previous version.
Okay.
Previous model. And I drove it for a few months. It was his, but I like to drive it around, and yeah, I just thought it was great. And he was telling me that he hasn't had to get, you know, he had to go to the mechanic in the past year and he was telling me that he doesn't miss going to gas stations and all that stuff. And I just like that it's very customizable as well, like the car. A lot of things you can do with it, and yeah, it's a very smooth experience, especially in the app. I'm able to control everything, and definitely after seeing all that, I definitely wanted a Tesla, and I knew that Austin was kind of like one of the hubs for Tesla.
100%.
So I assumed it was going to be like the infrastructure was going to be really well as well for an electric car.
And so what was it like so Dad had the product, you saw it, you touched it, felt it, drove it, and it really that tech forward focus that we all enjoy. So what was it like for you to actually order the car? Did you order it on a computer, on your phone? How'd that go down?
On my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a regular order. I was supposed to go pick it up 2 weeks after I ordered it to, I forget the name of
Was it St. Elmo?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so South Austin, yeah. I know the guys over there.
So,
shout out to my St. Elmo crew. They
yeah.
watch my videos as well. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You missed them.
So I was going to go there, but then I got the call.
Yes.
And yeah, everything went from there.
Okay.
So,
very cool. And then, so as far as like ordering the vehicle, that wasn't tough. You didn't have to go, talk to a salesperson, talk to the manager, all that sort of thing. How was that different from car buying experiences that maybe, did you ever go with your dad when you were younger to buy cars? How was that?
Yeah.
Contrasting.
It was very different. I feel like it's more clear as well. It's more like, the process is clear. They gave you like the steps. It's like 9 steps just to upload the paperwork and stuff like that. And yeah, there's not even like an option to call them because you can do it all through message with an agent. Because I was confused about something about like the insurance, but that they were able to answer it, and I was able to get that just through like a text, a few, like 30 minutes, an hour. So all that stuff, I just like didn't have to go or call. So that was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I come from the dealership world where, we wanted everybody to come to the dealership, make that appointment, get them to sit in the chair, and then, go back and forth and do all the negotiation and try and sell it for as high a price as you could. You know what I'm talking about, right?
So it's like, not a lot of pressure. I know a lot of dealerships might be easy to pressure people to get better deals, but I mean, here was like no pressure at all. It was like all on your own terms, I guess.
Totally chill.
Yeah.
Chill. It's like really night and day. Like from what I kind of grew up in my career through to now, it's just like, it's just such a shocking difference, It's exciting. It's definitely exciting. Now, as far as, so let's just wind back to recap. So you drove the vehicle, you had exposure with it with Dad, you ordered it on your phone, and then Tesla reaches out to you, says, hey, you want to be part of this program? You're like, oh, let me check. They get you the vehicle. Then they come out a few days before. So tell us about that moment when 25 guys roll up to your place. You brought your buddy with you.
Yeah.
And then what was that like, seeing that vehicle roll down the street towards you?
No, it was awesome. I don't know how to explain it, but it was great. There was a lot of people there, and yeah, they were all very nice. They gave me a lot of merch as well.
Oh, sick.
They also gave me access to the robotaxi, so I've been using it.
Amazing.
Awesome.
And tell us about that. What's that like?
It's great. I've seen that the geofence just got bigger as well.
Yeah, it's a little phallic vibes there, but and you know what? I think it's going to expand again in the near future.
Yeah,
I've seen they're testing in Kyle, actually.
Yeah,
Kyle and Marble Falls.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to grow really quick.
No, yeah, and also definitely arrived way quicker. You don't need all that extra stuff that the Waymo has. It can just use its own cameras.
Yes.
It looks like a regular car. It doesn't have like all that stuff, and definitely a very smooth experience. Also much cheaper.
How's it been using the app like to hail the taxis and the robotaxi? Pretty easy to use?
They're very easy.
Yeah.
It's pretty straightforward. I think it's a very cool looking app. It's like, it has like the dark themed.
Right, yes.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to ride it the other day with another fellow, buddy of mine from Austin, Farzad, another YouTuber, and we rode kind of the whole thing. It was like almost half an hour top to bottom, so it was really slick. Would you recommend it to friends and family once it opens up to everybody?
Yeah, for sure.
And would you take that over an Uber?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I mean, at least the ones I've ordered, they've been like, they've been very quick, 2-3 minutes, and what else? I don't know. It's just it's a very smooth experience. I know it has like the new software.
Right.
So definitely could feel it very, smooth. Just like exactly when the lights turn green and
it's not jerky, that's for sure. And you feel safe.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
especially Austin has a lot of people in like the scooters and bikes and walking.
Totally.
It's been pretty good. To be
And you're
honest.
driving one too.
Yeah.
So it's familiar.
Yeah,
You're just
exactly.
literally driving your same car, but in the back seat.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of crazy that a vehicle like this thing is a robotaxi.
Yeah.
You know, you're able to just kind of go tool around in it literally whenever you want, however you want, which is crazy. Now, here's the big question that I had some people ask me to ask
Yeah.
you. Now that you've had exposure to the robotaxi, your vehicle drove itself from the factory,
Yeah.
would you put your own vehicle into the robotaxi network? So once that opens up where you can be your own boss, have your own business, and send that thing out to go and give other people rides, would you put it into the...
Would this be like during the day if you're not using it? You
Yeah,
can send it
exactly.
out?
At
Oh, yeah, for
nighttime,
sure.
maybe when you're sleeping, make a few extra grand a month.
I didn't know that was possible. Is
Well,
that-
they're
I
talking
mean,
about
if
it.
they're talking about it, yeah, we'll definitely do it.
You
Because
could go for
I'm
it?
working from home, so I could definitely.
Oh my
do that.
gosh, yeah. So it would pay for itself.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be actually would be a great idea. That would be-
Yeah. So that's one of the things that they're working on. We're pretty
Yeah.
excited about that. And what would be your favorite thing about your robotaxi, your Model Y that you got it since you got it?
I really like the acceleration on it for a bigger car. It's pretty good, really good acceleration. Also, I got the all-wheel drive, so it's very stable.
Right.
Um,
You get those rainstorms and stuff.
Yeah,
You can just
exactly.
plow through the water.
That was pretty awesome. And especially the full self-driving. Well, mine's the unsupervised also is really good.
And how is that?
and,
I meant to ask you about that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Did you use it on your trip down to
Yeah, I
San
did.
Antonio?
Yeah.
And how was it like highway versus city and that sort of thing?
Oh, it was very, very smooth. I think my favorite part was like when you're in traffic, it's not completely stopped, but it's like moving every like 10 seconds. So you have
Right.
to pay attention to like not hit the car and like brake and stuff. That was like my favorite part to use it.
Right.
So yeah, I just have to be like hands off. It was awesome. Yeah.
Takes a lot of like it kind of eliminates a lot of the boring parts about driving.
For
You
sure.
can take over when you really want to,
Exactly.
go for it. But
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of that kind of stop and go and whatever. One of the things I really like, because I do a lot of road trips with my Model S, one of the things I love about FSD is that you can kind of go to towns that you don't really know, and then it just never gets lost because you just
Yeah.
put in where you got to go and it just zips around, and you always know what lane to be in. Because with
For sure.
Austin, we got all these crazy lanes, right? And you sometimes
Yeah,
don't know which one to be in.
exactly. Sometimes when I didn't know when I was going to San Antonio, like what lanes I should go, I just put in full self-drive and it
Yeah,
took me around.
it's like a cheat code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like the parts you don't want to drive, but like, yeah, as you mentioned, like some parts you do want to drive, you can just take over, which is pretty easy to take over as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also the sound system, the new sound system for the Model Y.
They
is
are
pretty good.
killer.
They're really
Yes.
I like
Yeah,
it.
the sound system's great. Entertainment's great. Of course, you can watch YouTube, Netflix, all that good stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So you've had really more experience with autonomy, Tesla's AI, than most other people, really anybody outside of Tesla, being that your vehicle drove itself from the factory to you. You've used FSD, you've ridden in robotaxi multiple times, you have robotaxi access,
Yeah.
and you've got FSD on your new Model Y
Yeah.
with the latest hardware. So what would you say to people that are really like kind of not sure or don't know much about Tesla? Like what would you say to them about it, about Tesla AI as a company, about their products? What would you recommend?
Definitely, I think Tesla has probably the most like cutting edge technology for AI. I think also talking to the engineers in my delivery was pretty great experience. Yeah, they were pretty emotional as well. They were talking like they've been like 10 years on the project. They were like very emotional, which was great to see. And yeah, it looks like they've been putting a lot of work and effort, and looks like they're actively developing, trying to compete with other unsupervised companies like car companies, and definitely recommend people that are unsure just to do some research on some projects that Tesla's doing. I know they're doing a lot of things, and yeah.
When you spoke to those engineers, did that give you kind of more confidence after speaking to them about the product, about your vehicle and the technology behind it?
Yeah, for sure. It also made me very excited for the day of. Yeah, they couldn't like stop saying like if I had any idea how big that day was gonna be. And at first I was like, I thought it was a big deal, but I didn't know like how big of a deal it was until the day of.
When you got
that made
random
me more
YouTubers,
excited.
random YouTubers calling, "Hey man, can we just like talk for a minute in a parking lot?"
Yeah, for sure.
That's how big of a deal it is.
Yeah, for sure.
But it is
So it's awesome.
incredible. I got to tell you, even when Elon announced that they were going to do it, this is just kind of my thing, is that, I mean, I worked for almost 20 years selling vehicles, you know, the traditional way, like we talked about.
Yeah.
And then, you know, there's this whole ordeal with scheduling the customer to come in and do paperwork and this and that. And then you go out and you have to show them the vehicle. And then, you know, they would finally take delivery and they would drive it home. And now they don't even have to leave home. And the vehicle teaches them about the vehicle with videos and tutorials, and it's so intuitive. And so it's just really profound for me to see it kind of change, and really, like, you know, the next generation coming, all they'll know is what you experienced. You were the first guy to experience. It's really just incredible. And I mean, they've really set the bar for the automotive world. I mean, moving forward, every car company is going to have to do that, you know, going on down the road. And it's going to take a little time, but you were the first one. So, Jose, I want to thank you for coming on and talking with us and sharing your story. Yeah, man, I hope to see you around town. Absolutely, for sure. Thank you again, man. Appreciate it.
So much.